Brandon Marshall joins us. Brandon, it's Michael Kay and Ryan Rucco. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me, Ryan and Mike.
Well, thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it. What a game yesterday. And, I mean, what a performance by you. How satisfying was that for you, Brandon, as the Jets now move into a playoff spot?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, that's what we play for. We want to win, and not only that, we want to win together. And what we saw yesterday was a classic team win. It took all three phases to get it done. You saw special teams start slow yesterday, but finish strong and show resilience. Offense, same thing, in and out. A couple three and outs early on, but then we found our groove later. And defense, same thing, get a pick and a few big sacks and totally changed the game in the second half. And, it was an emotional win for us. And I think it was emotional because we worked so hard this week, and also, we did it together.
Brandon, I don't know what it was like internally for you guys, but externally, when you lost at Houston, it seemed like, this season, which seemed so promising, is now really slipping away. Now you win these two games, and it feels a lot different. Is there a significant difference for you and your team's mentality between after losing at Houston and now having won two straight?
You only get 16 games. It's really not a lot when you really look at it compared to other sports and understanding what's at stake. Every game you lose is like the end of the world in the National Football League, and the games that you win, you feel like you won a Super Bowl. That's the best thing about our sport is so much goes into each game. It's really only, 60 minutes, but at the end of the day, each game you play, you're actually on the field for like 18 minutes, when you calculate it up. So it's a lot to go into this game. It's a tough sport, but it's very special.
Now, we find out after all the interviews yesterday, Brandon, we're talking with Brandon Marshall of the New York Jets, that you and Ryan Fitzpatrick are very, very close. We find out that you guys FaceTime, and that when that field goal was being lined up in overtime to tie the game, you guys had a discussion, or at least you did to him, about, the football gods are going to let this not be good. When did you guys grow this close? Has it just been a process over the season?
No, we're just teammates, and that's the cool thing about playing in sports is the relationships. You can talk to any retired player, Hall of Famers, retired coaches, Hall of Fame coaches, owners, GMs, and they'll say the same exact thing if you ask them, what's the one thing that you always remember? And they're always going to say the relationship in sports.
Brandon, what's something about Ryan Fitzpatrick that you've learned over the course of this season that's surprising to at least what your conception was of him going into the year?
He's relentless. And this guy, he's at our facility right now watching film probably. He's probably the only player in the building, and he's there every single day up until 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And it's just amazing to see his work ethic. He's the first one on the field every single day, and he's just possessed right now. I don't know. I can't speak for him in the past, but from my time being around him, never seen anyone work harder.
Brandon, you did something historic yesterday, and I want to get your take on what it means to you. You become the first receiver in football history to gain 1,000 more yards with 4 different teams. What does that mean?
Yeah, I got asked that question a lot yesterday, and I really haven't had time to process that stuff. I usually take the off season and reflect on, the good, the bad, the ugly. And, right now I'm just so mindful and so in the moment. And, we have a lot at stake here, trying to accomplish a lot. So I really haven't had time to really think about that. I don't know if I ever will. But, I'm just honored to just be able to be producing and putting our team in position to win some ball games.
Well, Brandon, look, you're producing like a monster this year, which you've done for the vast majority of your career, yet your former team traded you for a 5th-round pick. And when you see that, we think a 5th-round pick, that's basically like giving a guy away. And clearly you're worth a whole lot more than that. How much motivation did that provide you, seeing what your former team got for you as they dealt you away this offseason.
To be honest, man, I'm self-motivated. I guess it's more fuel, but I don't know if my tank was below full. So, I'm always, working hard and always trying to get better. I didn't really need that to motivate me, but I guess it just topped off my tank.
Pretty cool. Final thing, because you're one of the the best receivers in the last decade. What do you think of Odell Beckham Jr. watching him?
Man, showtime. It's he's an entertainer, and I love it. He's a real deal as an athlete, but at the same time, he's entertaining. He's fun to watch. Everything from his hair to the way he celebrates, and he's just a great talent.
Well, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. Awesome game yesterday. Congratulations on the 1,000 yards and continued success. We appreciate you being with us.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Be well. Have a Merry Christmas.